Hi, thank you for joining me, my beautiful people. This is Tarot and White Oracle, where we get into the cloud and see what we see. This is a you versus them for Cappies. So welcome all my Cappies. Okay, so while I was meditating, I was seeing some sailboats and I was seeing a snake in the grass. I was channeling the song Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Maybe some of you are into opera or dating someone who is. And I also was channeling I Never Want to Feel That Way Again. If you guys know that song, you can leave it in the comments. I'm not sure even if that is a real song, but those are what I was hearing through the meditation. So I am just going to be getting a little bit of energy for the general collective of my Cappies. So we do have some people who are into situations where they're having difficulties with the boundaries in the relationship, saying no, drawing the line, enough is enough. A lot of you might be in situations where you feel like you're people pleasing. So that's for some of you. We do have another group of you that feel like you're tapped into your intuition, telepathy, inner knowing, tapped into your heart space. So that's for some of you. And let's see what else we can get for our collective Cappies, our general situational energies. And then we will dive into the tarot, which will be more specific for your frequency. All right, there's a group of you that have obsession, focusing too much on the situation, and a need to take a step back. So you may be focusing too much on the connection itself, or maybe something going on in life like politics, staring at your phone, this kinds of things. So some of you have that going on. Another group of you, again, have a strong spiritual side, a self-awareness. You're tapping into your higher self. You're questioning the routines, the patterns, the things around you. And this card also wanted to come out. Some of you are going to be dealing with past life connections in the next 30 days. Someone with a heavy influence from a past life is with you. So that's for another group of you as well. This energy can also be overlapping. So let's go ahead and dive into our more specific frequency energy with the tarot. Now remember that this is a general, so it's going to be a romantic connection if you are in a romantic relationship. But if you are not in a romantic relationship, it could have to do with your business partner or a family or friend. It is going to be someone in your soul tribe though. Someone you're having a significant connection with for the past, these next 30 days and the past few weeks. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We are going to draw for past, present, and future energies. Remember that we are a brand new channel. So let us know what resonates with you, and go ahead and share, as well as, wow, everything wants to come up in the inverse, as well as subscribe, and then you'll be able to see more content on a general basis. We do Sunday you versus them, so we get deeper into what's going on with your person on Sundays, but we do have a weekly, which is a bit shorter, one sign a week. So one sign a month for the deep dive and one sign a week for the weekly. Let's go ahead and look at our past energy here for Cappies. So Capricorns, it does look like, wow, okay. So it does look like there's been some sort of deception in the connection, or it feels like there is, and there's some sort of feeling that you guys aren't on the same boat, maybe not even just the same page, but maybe it feels like you're not even on the same boat. There's some sort of drama, some sort of tension that has, instead of feeling like you're empowered in the relationship, it feels like you've been disempowered, or you're feeling weaker in the relationship. A sense of failure. There's a sense of failure and a sense of deception, possibly. I don't know if this is necessarily true, but this is what I'm picking up on from the past. There's something in the connection that feels that way, that's generating this energy. So let's go ahead and see what we have for our present energy. So there's a sense that things aren't fair in the way that one or both of you, so this would be Capricorn and Capricorn's person, is connecting with other people. Maybe there's something around other people, or if you were talking to someone on your phone or going out, maybe flirting, or maybe there's a question of a third party situation. But it is in the inverse. So there's a sense that either, because justice is in the inverse too, we have a sense that fairness isn't around this situation. So again, whatever energy was in the past, some sort of deception, some sort of feeling like something has failed in the relationship, it might be around a third party situation. This can also mean some people who are workaholics too, but a lot of times it does have to do with friends or family, or people we might have an affair with, or we're suspected to, and maybe you're not spending enough time in your connection, or your partner isn't, and there's a sense of unfairness around it that hasn't been served. So let's go ahead and see, what is this third-party energy about, and why is it in the inverse? Okay, yeah, so it does have to do with your partnership and being able to connect equally and move forward on the same page together. So for some reason, you guys weren't doing that because of a third party, and maybe that situation has worked itself out, but there's still a sense of unfairness around it. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. We are going to read our future energies last. So let's go ahead and take a look here at our current feelings. What is Capricorn feeling for their partner and or the connection for the next 30 days? So if you're Cappy's cross watcher, this will give you an idea a little bit about what's going on with them. All right, so let's dive in. We do see that we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. So yeah, so we're getting that same energy with the 3 of Cups that we have here. So there's definitely something going on with another person, another party. It could be just that there's a sense of your partner spending too much time with a family or friend, but it could outright be, you know, something romantic as well, because justice isn't served yet about this situation. And we do get a sense of conflicts, a heavy sense of conflict around this third party situation in the current energy. But there's also a feeling of this connection being a strong connection in a commitment. I feel like this is a commitment. Maybe you have a family together. Maybe you're in a long-term relationship. Maybe you guys are married. There's some sort of commitment around this. But there's also a sense of conflicts around a third-party situation, something going on. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at what is happening with our... Well, let's go ahead and dive on your other person's side first. Let's find out what's happening. I am curious now what is happening with the Cappy's person. How is Cappy's, okay, I don't want to take that energy. Doesn't feel right. Let's go ahead and Capricorn's energy. And Capricorn's person's energy. How are they perceiving this, or how are they feeling this connection out? And how do they feel about the Capricorn, and how do they feel about this connection? Okay, so we did get the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So it feels like that your person has a lot of deep feeling for this connection. There's a lot of emotion here, but they feel like there's no offer in the table. Like maybe they're not getting any of this emotion or love from you. We also get a sense of them feeling like you're not taking care of them, you're not paying attention to them, and or they're not taking care of themselves anymore. There's a sense of this being a struggle and them having to put in a lot of work to persevere and to move forward in this connection. So let's go ahead and get some energy reads for the perception space. What is the perception space for our Capricorns? How are they perceiving this connection? Or how are they perceiving this person? Okay, so we do get the Queen of Cups in the perception space. So Capricorns do perceive this connection as one that provides a lot of love and emotional support. We are getting strong court energy. So I do still feel a strong sense of some sort of commitment in this. I don't think this reading is for people who are in a short-term relationship or people that they've just met. Because we do get our Ten of Pentacles, our King of Cups, our Knight of Cups, our Empress, our Queen of Cups, our Hierophant. These are all very strong commitment cards. So Cappy perceives you as someone that they have a strong emotional connection to, and also a commitment, or wants to have a commitment. If this is resonating for some of you that aren't in a commitment yet, this person does see you as someone they want to commit with. But I do think for most of you that you're already in a commitment. They perceive you as their significant other, marriage material. You guys have been married, or you guys are living together, and that's something that's on the plate of next to do. But there's something to do with a third party, obviously, from these two cards, and there's some sort of justice or fairness that hasn't been served around it, conflicts around it, and your partner is feeling like they're not being taken care of, they're not being given the love they used to be given. This is becoming a struggle. We do have in the perception space for the Cappies that they perceive this connection, or they perceive you as someone that's wanting a new beginning in this, a new chapter, new possibilities, that they perceive this connection as something that is able to have a new beginning, and a new beginning in commitments, a new beginning in the love, possibly. So let's go ahead and see what we get for the perception space for Cappy's person. Capricorn's person. So Capricorn's person also starts off with a positive note that maybe something more can be done in this. We can move on from this. We can maybe have a new beginning. But Capricorn's person does perceive that in the future, it feels like the direction that the two of you are moving into is one that's restrictive, one that is making them feel like they don't have the happiness that they want. Which is why their Empress is an inverse and their Knight of Cups is an inverse. They're not feeling the care, they're not feeling the love, they're not feeling the emotion, they're feeling like this is going in a direction of making them feel maybe unwanted, and they're not able to reach their emotional fulfillment. They're feeling trapped in a situation, and maybe they don't know what to do. They want a new beginning. They perceive this as something that can have a new start, or something that you guys can work through and get through. But yeah, let's go ahead and see, what does Capricorn want? What does Capricorn want in this connection? All right, let's go ahead and look at. Okay, so what we are getting is that Capricorn wants the strength, the courage. They want to have illumination. They want to be able to bring, this often has to do with bringing to your conscious mind illumination, awareness around something, knowledge around something, the truth of something. So they want to have courage, to have awareness and illumination around the truth about something. And maybe that's around telling you something, or maybe that's around you telling them something. Now remember, because this is a general, Capricorn, you could be here, or Capricorn, you could be here, and this could be your person. You can flip the energy, because this is a general romantic read, and so it's going to be pulling for both people. But most likely you're going to be here. But take what resonates with you. And let's go ahead and see what else we get. What does Capricorn's person want? Let's see if we can get one more. Oh, interesting. Okay. So for Capricorn's person, remember, reverse the energy if you need. Capricorn does want that sense of commitment again with you. They want that commitment. They also want that balance again that you guys used to have, because something came out of balance, most likely to do with a third-party situation. Or the person could be, one or both of you could be a workaholic. Capricorn's person wants to restore that balance in the family order, the house situation, whatever kind of commitment you guys have. And again, I'm still picking up a lot of solid, secure energy between the two of you, like you guys have been together for a long time. We get the Ten of Pentacles, we get the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of court energy and a lot of commitment energy that's strong between you guys. And your person, Cappy, wants balance again in that commitment area. It's repeated twice here about commitments, balance, with the commitments. But also this has a lot to do with the way that this person is feeling. So they want balance in the way that they are feeling around the commitments and the commitment itself. And we also get strength on your person's side as well. Your person also wants to have a sense of not feeling weak in this. And that's the energy that I was picking up in the past energy. So something happened around the truth of something, some sort of deception. And there's been a struggle around it. So this is a struggle energy, which is the same struggle energy that I pick up in your person's feelings. A struggle energy. But this is in the inverse. So there was some sort of failure around something, some sort of struggle around something that they felt like maybe they were coming out of to get the truth of something. But in the current energy, they still feel like they're in the struggle of it. And what's interesting is you get the current energy here in your current feelings as well. So you guys also share a strength energy in what you want. You guys both want to feel strong and authentic in this. This person doesn't want to feel weak in this anymore. So Cappy, you might want the courage to tell the truth about something or to receive the truth about something. And your person is feeling weak around something. And they don't want to feel that way. They want to have emotional fulfillment and balance in the commitment. That's very interesting. So let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. What is it that Capricorn's actions are going to take for the next 30 days? The Capricorn in the connection with a romantic partner and or business partner, family friend, significant relationship. Yeah, again, we get a lot of strong energy around commitment. So the Capricorn wants to move into their Emperor energy. They want to make their dreams come true with you. They want to move forward in emotional fulfillment. And they might be, the Cappy might be logical or rational in their approach. But they want to be that emperor to your empress. And so they're going to be aiming to take action to move into that power, to provide the emotional fulfillment, the wishes, the desires that you have. But they may or may not be able to fulfill you emotionally. You want that emotional fulfillment in the commitment. But in their current energy, at least for the next 30 days, and this could happen earlier or mid-month or later toward the middle of October, they may not be able to fulfill you emotionally yet. But their goal is to try to do that. So up to you as to whether or not you want to give them that chance. Maybe Cappy's person was feeling unfulfilled emotionally and they were taking a lot of attention from someone outside of the connection, and now the Cappy is like, wait a minute, let's talk about it, tell me the truth of it, let me see if I can be that person for you. I don't know, it seems like something like that happened. But take the energy as it resonates. You can flip the energy as well. This could be the Capricorn and this could be Cappy's person. So that's what we have for your overall energy. Let's go ahead and look at your future energy, which will be after the next 30 days. Okay, we've got really beautiful, positive energy for your future. It is around truth and communicating the truth, and you guys moving into kind of a soulmate love situation. So it's a lot stronger emotionally and a lot more peaceful. So, and it's that truth that you were wanting, because your past energy is, you're not getting that truth. communications aren't good. You guys aren't communicating. But your future energy looks like you are. And we also get the Ace of Wands in the perception for the Capricorn. So the Cappies are wanting to move forward and wanting to take a new chance, a new chapter, a new shot at something. And their actions look like that they are doing that as well. Let's go ahead and look at our actions. How is, for the Cappies person, how is Cappies person going to be responding and or acting in the next 30 days? Okay, so we do get a sense of, so over the next 30 days, Cappies person is feeling like they are left out in the cold. They're feeling like they're not getting the attention that they need. Now this is probably the earlier energy, so the energy we're just moving into. But while Cappies person is feeling left out in the cold, which we were getting in their feelings too, the Knight of Cups and the Empress. So they're feeling like they're not being taken care of. They're not being given the emotional, the romantic gestures. And they feel like they're being left out in the cold, but then they're going to go into a space of thinking about things, maybe praying, meditating, really just thinking about everything that's been transpired. And the communications look like, you know, the Capricorn wants to have clarity and truth and awareness around the communications. And so whatever felt deceptive should be coming to light, especially since we have the Ace of Swords in the upright in your future energy. Oh, and yeah. And so in your energy, Cappies person, you also get the Nine of Cups. So your person is going to try to move into the Nine of Cups, which is all about emotional fulfillment and your desires and your wants and dreams. They're going to try to give that to you, and it looks like you're going to be thinking about everything that's been said and communicated, and then you're going to be moving into that wish fulfillment, dreams come true, emotional satisfaction. So it looks like your person is going to try to do that, and they're going to have success in that. Or you may be just emotionally fulfilling yourself, you know, if that's not the case. For some of you, because the Queen of Pentacles is in the inverse for the Capricorn, they may not be able to get to that point of making you feel like you can be emotionally satisfied in this commitment with them. And so for some of you, you may be just bringing that wish fulfillment to yourself. But it does look like that you guys are going in a positive direction. You guys are trying to solve some problems with communicating the truth. So that's what we have for you. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a general energy advice card from the animals. I do love the animal spirits and animal support energies that we have that help us. Animals are, of course, here as well to help us energetically, but also to communicate truths that we need, just like the numbers and the stars and music. All right, so what we do get for you guys is the beaver. So the beaver is all about, I like to read my little beaver book. It's an animal book, but it's on the beaver page. The beaver personality is a welcome sight. They're good-natured and dependable creatures. They have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once they start, they'll steadily work on it for weeks and months and years to see it through. And this is very much the Capricorn energy and very much wanting to stay in commitment, stay in the emotional fulfillment within the commitment, and to try to work it out. That's basically what this energy is, and that's what we were seeing in the cards too. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term and steady effort. It also signifies that it's time for some karma yoga, which is selfless service, for you to think of others before you're thinking of yourself. So that's the advice card, and it looks like it's what we're picking up in your energy here. Let's go ahead and get one oracle and we'll finish up. And remember, we do you versus them every Sunday. Each sign gets it once a month. And we also do weeklies, so you can join us on the week for your sign. We do divide it by elements. And let's go ahead and get our oracle card. So beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So this is an encouragement to get into your intuition, your teacher side, your higher intellect, and your intuition, emotion, and your devotion to things. And so this is a card also that has a sense of commitments and being devoted to something and putting the work, the effort, the education, the emotion, and the intuition into something. So we are getting that as well as encouragement and advice.